because it is a small guitar, I don't want to go too wild. I'm going to stick with the one ring rosette. If you're building the Clarence White style dreadnought, you'll have the bigger, fatter rosette in the middle, and rather than using abalone, one can also use extra black pieces of purfling, so just blacks. Sometimes I'll take rosewood offcuts, I'll run them through the drum sander, a piece of rosewood binding, and I'll run it through the drum sander in thickness until it's a very fine little circle, and I'll just wrap it around. It's pretty fun. We can talk about that and figure out what you want to do.
Okay.
I'll just take this. And now you guys can watch me fit the rosette. Once my rosette is fitted, then you guys can have a go at it.
It looks pretty stressful.
Stressful? No, it's not. It's actually a lot more fun than other things are. Because it's a pretty circle with fancy shit inside it. And everyone likes pretty circles with fancy shit inside, right?
Did you put like thinner pieces of binding? Well, I guess you're putting that black binding on. Wouldn't be able to tell the difference from that and this, eh?
It's hard to tell. Anything black, I'll just use any black type of material. So is that bag is there. So then, for this, if you want to make things stressful, I'll show you how. I'll try. I don't always. What I do is, instead of going with the old school mentality of everything must be perfect, what I'll do is I'll see if I can get this rosette inlaid so it's perfect. And if I can't, I just won't care, because then my fingerboard will cover over top of it. If I get this rosette so it goes around the entire perimeter and the purfling matters are immaculate and you cannot tell, then what I'll do is I'll make it so the fingerboard stops just shy. And what Gibson's often did is they had the spot where the pickguard would cover over this portion of the rosette. So they'd have the seams there. So it'd be exposed here all the way around, and the pickguard would cover over. And it's really just a matter of a different method. And the nice thing with this purfling is you get it wet, you can actually bend it by hand if you want. If it's dry, it doesn't bend as easily. The other thing is if it's too dry, look at that. I'll just blur it again. If it's wet though, it will expand. Now, the long story short, I used to use epoxy for rosettes. The whole idea that it was a chemical base rather than water, so it wouldn't make the channel expand or contract. And my experience was that, perfect. Once I had a guitar that was done, and I wasn't happy the way that the saddle was sitting, so I decided to reroute the saddle, and I rerouted the saddle slot and I put it back in, but when I was doing it, I scratched the top, and then when I scratched the top, I decided to refinish the top. I didn't want to heat up the top with the iron to get the bridge off, so I routed the bridge off. I had to make a new bridge then, and then when I was refinishing the top, or stripping the top, I ended up pulling the rosette out because it was held in with epoxy, and so I had to redo the whole thing. That was a pain in the ass. So I just used glue, wood glue, tight bond. See if this even properly fits. Yeah, it does. It's quite nice. See, I might realize that the channel's still too tight. So I'm just going to see if I can get a few pieces of this abalone in. Oh, look at that. It's actually quite nice. It is tight though, but it's also wet. I am tempted to just a little wider, but it looks so nice when it's tight. So what I'll often do is break it like so. Oh no, I think it'll be quite lovely. So that said, I'm going to have to glue this in and do it all in one shot, and it's a big chaotic mess. So if you guys want to watch me, you can watch me. Just don't post this on YouTube. So this is a little bit of time consuming. Grab a stool even and just sit and watch for a while.